It's time for a little bit of intellectual anarchy, where we engage in extreme truth, extreme common sense, and diversity of ideas. Hello, I am your host, James Salazar. And today I want to talk about something. You know, everyone feels they have a monopoly, let me get more comfortable here, on the truth. And the other people are lying, and definitely somebody's right, because that's the nature of truth, and that's the nature of lie. And sometimes people just are not intentionally lying, they just think they're right, but they're wrong. And how you judge that, there's many ways to judge that, but I have a particular philosophy of how to judge lies and truth. And it's like a canary in the coal mine. It's like a signal that things may not be right, and I want to give it to you. And let me just bring this over here. It goes like this, and put it in a place right here. Right here. Just move this over here. See? Technology. And I want to share it with you, because there's so much information out there, especially with social media and the regular media, and then your friends and every TikToker, you know, even me. I'm coming out with my stuff, and you got to weigh what I'm saying, whether it's true or not. And how do you figure that out? This tons of information could be so overwhelming. So I have many ways to look at the truth, and I will share them with you as I can. But here's one I want to share with you, and it goes like this. The truth does not mind being questioned, and a lie does not like being challenged. And this is, like I said, the canary in the coal mine, or the signal that things may not be right. Is how people react when you challenge what they're saying, or what they're saying to be true. How they react. If they get offensive, they get entitled, like, you shouldn't be able to challenge what I say. If they say something like consensus, that means a group of people believes this, so therefore it has to be true. And we know that's not true. We know that groups of people can be very wrong, like the Nazis, right? Like white supremacists, or even black supremacists, brown supremacists, or the eugenics, that there were certain races that were more, racism tells you that just a consensus of people agreeing on something does not mean it's true. And we know this because our forefathers in the Constitution set up a bunch of amendments that are true and will be, that these amendments will have to end with the ending of the country. That you just can't get a group of people and get them to believe a certain thing and take away rights from other people. Freedom of speech doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. Freedom of speech covers hateful speech and positive speech. Freedom of speech is for people saying things that you don't agree with, because the natural tendency for someone, when they hear something they don't like, or a challenge on something they don't like, is to get angry, and for some to want to get rid of it, any challenges, or to fight. So our forefather says, no, we have freedom of speech, we have freedom of religion, we have the right to wear guns, and you getting a mob of people voting a certain way cannot take it away. Cannot take it away. Doesn't matter if you collectively got a bunch of people to agree and say there's a consensus. Not all consensus doesn't mean truth. It just means it could mean truth, but it ultimately believes that we have a group of people believing in this lie or in this truth, and therefore you should believe it because there's a group of people who do. That's irrelevant. But back to what I am saying. The truth does not mind being questioned. If you have the truth, you should be able to fill the questions about it. Because if you can't, and you get offended when somebody asks, people very much might construe your truth, and it may be true, as a lie because your inability to defend it. I say this all the time, and I can't say it enough, because for someone to have a keen intellect, they should have this value, and I'm going to share it with you. There's a lot I believe I would never say, but you'll never hear me say something I don't believe. If I say it, I believe it, and not only that, I can defend it. And I'm willing to take all questions for it and from it. I have no problem. That's why if I have any doubts that what I am saying is not true, then I won't say it. Even if I'm 70-80% sure that is probably true. Not true, but probably true. I still won't go out of my way to say I believe that. So let's take this into your own life. There are certain truths that you have and that you believe, and you're very good at telling people about them, and you feel very good believing them. But there's also things that you're avoiding, that you're lying to yourself about, and you don't want to face them. That is a form of this. You don't want to challenge those beliefs, just not yet. You may not be ready there, but you're willingly lying to yourself, and you do not like challenging these things because they're a lie, and you just don't want to go there yet, or you just don't have the courage to go there yet. So above all, we at the James Salazar Media, at the Intellectual Anarchy, we believe that truth does not mind being questioned, and a lie does not like being challenged. And you should run through your life, your political philosophy, your religious philosophy, your philosophical philosophies, the same thing, to your friends. When your friends say something, don't be afraid to challenge it. And I want to give you a chance to challenge your own perceptions. The future is now. Technology is growing at an exponential rate, and if you're not positioned to take advantage of this new technological landscape, you will be left behind. Why is that? You will not be able to keep up with the growth and speed of informational technology. By the time you've learned it, it has already evolved. So your success will rely on 100% of your mindset and emotional intelligence. Because for most, the anxiety and uncertainty of trying to compete in this futuristic landscape will overwhelm you and paralyze you to make any decision. You can either stand against the current of technological progress or surf its wave to prosperity. We do this by creating a more powerful intellect and identity to compete in this futuristic economy. So my friends, I introduce to you the Identity Redesign Matrix. Designer identities for the future. In this digital coaching course, we have chosen 8 strategic modules to maximize your human potential. The accumulation of knowledge of over 30 years of what really works. Now, normally this is what it will cost you to work with me one-on-one. You get all my knowledge of coaching, counseling, and performing on stage in this digital course at an extreme discount. We also make available to you a group coaching call once a week for 3 months for extra added support. But what I am really offering you is power. Power over your own life. power to make your own decisions, to create the life that you always wanted, to be the person who you always wanted to be, to never let yourself down again, to never compromise yourself again, to become a fundamentalist of your own dreams, a revolutionary of your own cause. I leave you with this, that the unique thing about humans is also the saddest, is that we burn bright for only a while and then we're gone. As you know, some people burn brighter than others. Before you're done, how bright do you want to burn? If you want more information, the link is in the show notes or in my profile, or go to jamessalazarmedia.com/sling. So I leave you with that today. There are many things out there right now, and I don't want to put down things individually, but challenge them. And just know that the truth doesn't mind being questioned, and a lie does not like being challenged. And if you're unsure what is true, challenge it, and let the reaction be a signal to you that something is just not right. So I leave you with that today. Have a good one, everyone.